Let us continue our discussion about MICE industry logistic management. Okay, another factor to consider is frequency. This is closely related to convenience. For example, an airline company with frequent flight schedules for each route will allow MICE attendees to tailor their itinerary according to their schedule. For transporting goods and equipment for MICE events, most cargo airlines and shipping companies operate with regular intervals and schedules that are typically fixed. This means that an organizer must decide on the mode of transport to use based on the schedule, delivery time, and then work backwards from here. And then the last factor to consider is value for money. Value for money is one of the most important factors for business travelers and MICE organizers. A transport operator who can offer superior services with a competitive price will have a distinct advantage. So again, there are different factors to consider in selecting mode of transportation. We have the speed, the comfort, reliability and punctuality, convenience, frequency, and value for money. When considering the mode of transportation for MICE attendees, traveling from abroad, air transport should be the most preferable choice because it is the fastest way for attendees to get to the destination. However, once they reach the airport, they might require transportation to their hotel or to the venue. Exhibitions often require complicated logistics planning since they involve transportation of both people and equipment. Organizing any successful exhibition relies on well-planned logistics in three phases. Those are the build-up, the exhibit, and dismantling, or the before, during, and the after. However, before anyone can create a flawless logistics plan, time and budget constraints as well as space limitations need to be analyzed and built in the planning stage. So let's go now to the different stakeholders in logistics and transportation. First, we have the ports and stations. Some types of transportation cannot take place without the assistance of ports. Airports are locations where aircraft take off and land. Most international airports also offer space for aircraft to go through maintenance. Seaports are locations where ships dock to transfer goods and resupply all needed resources. Port location is selected to optimize access between land and water for commercial usage, especially for large container ships due to their need for deep water. Next, we have the Immigration Bureau. So the Immigration Bureau is responsible for granting visas to non-Filipino nationals who wish to come to the Philippines. The connection to MICE industry lies in the leniency and simplicity of this process. Next, we have Customs. The Customs Department is responsible for collecting tariffs for imports and exports passing through the borders of the Philippines. As every exhibit going in or out of the Philippines must pass the Customs Department, the Customs Department can be regarded as a gatekeeper allowing goods and equipment in and out of the country. Food and Drug Administration. The Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, ensures the quality of food, drugs, medical devices, chemicals, and cosmetics available in the country. The rules and regulations set by Food and Drug Administration also play a role in the exhibition industry as some rules may apply to the quality of the exhibition goods entering the country. Next is Office of the Agriculture Regulation. The Office of Agriculture Regulations operates under the Philippine Department of Agriculture. Their role includes monitoring and controlling imports and exports along with the manufacturing and sale of agricultural products. Next, we have the Office of the National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission, or the NBC. NBTC are responsible for a vast array of broadcasting and telecommunications products and related services. Therefore, MICE organizer must study the rules and regulations set forth by the NBTC in case an exhibitor plans to bring equipment related to broadcasting and telecommunication into the country. And then we have the Excise Department. The Excise Department, like customs, collects taxes on items entering or sold with the borders of the Philippines. The difference is that these taxes are on special types of products imposed with higher taxes, and this includes liquor, cigarettes, gasoline, cosmetics, automobile, and gold. And then we have airlines. These are companies commercially operate aircraft for transporting passengers and goods. Passenger airlines are those operated aircraft for the purpose of transporting people to various destinations. On the other hand, freight airlines are aircraft operators specialized in handling and delivering of tangibles. And then we have shipping companies. A shipping company is specialized in transporting goods on ships. And then we have freight forwarders. They are the companies that organize shipment of goods for individuals or corporations and will make contracts with airlines and shipping companies to facilitate the transport of goods. They act as intermediaries standing between those who need goods delivered and companies that can deliver those goods. That's it for our lesson for today, MICE Industry Logistic Management. Here are the review questions. Number 1, explain the meaning of the logistic system to the MICE industry management. And number 2, identify the mode of transportation in MICE industry that should be under logistic management. Number 3 is identify modes of transport, rather of product import for exhibitions. Number 4, explain the roles and responsibilities of freight forwarders for exhibitions. Number 5, in a short paragraph, explain the effects of COVID-19 pandemic to MICE industry relevant to logistic management. And then draw a poster related to your explanation and question number 5. So that's it for our discussion. Thank you very much.